back to another ASMR video, and today we will be looking at some of my Pokemon cards. I know these are two back-to-back collection videos. Trust me, I plan on mixing it up a little bit soon. I have a couple other videos recorded, and I'd like to push them out shortly, but it's a work in progress right now, so bear with me. I also plan on improving the audio quality a little bit, as well as the visuals. I know it's not laggy, but it's just low quality, and so I would like to apologize for that first and foremost. But for now, this is how it is, and so until I get this squared away, we're gonna have to work with what we have. So today we're looking at some of my more rare and expensive Pokemon cards. Let's go. So I actually opened a couple packs today that I got from a local game store, and they're these Korean booster packs, and so I can't really tell what the names of all the cards are, and I sure as hell can't remember them. So we have, just off of here, I have a Pinsir. That's a Trapinch, sorry. I have a that one. There's about 500,000 of these cards, but these are boring. You want to see these, you want to see the value, you want to see the money. I'll show you where the money's at. The money's right here. This is my Pokemon card collection that's actually worth quite a bit. So all my Pokemon cards together are worth, not all of them, but all of the ones here plus here are worth about $530. Don't rob me. So I'm gonna go through some of them. I have a dark Golbat from the base set Pokemon card pack. Right there. Hard to see, I know, because the quality just isn't great, but it is a dark Golbat. Dark Golbat. It is not a first edition. I also have a first edition Mankey. These aren't worth very much, if I'm being honest. I believe the normal base set ones that aren't first edition are actually worth more, which is kind of funny. Next up, we have a dark Primeape. These might actually be worth even less. So, moving on, we have a dark Machoke first edition. First edition dark Machoke right here. It's a pretty cool looking card. Okay. Now we have a first edition dark Slowbro. Dark Slowbro. Dark Slowbro. I always like the Slowbro cards. I believe I have a Slowbro VMAX as well, somewhere. I also have a first edition dark Mug. Dark Mug. Dark Mug. Moving on, we have a first edition Magikarp. Now this one isn't worth terribly much. It's maybe $4. Graded, it's maybe somewhere in the 50s, but not worth too much by itself like that. I have a first edition Dark Gloom. That's only worth like $30. Or sorry, $3. I have a couple of these. Another first edition. Yeah, this is a dark Primeape, so this isn't a normal Primeape. It's a first edition dark Primeape. A first edition dark Primeape. We have a first edition Energy. It's a potion energy. It's pretty cool. It's a couple dollars. A first edition dark Persian. Dark Persian. First edition dark Kadabra. A lot of dark cards if you haven't already noticed. have a first edition Imposter Oak's Revenge. I have a couple of these that aren't first edition too, but this one is. I have 3, I kid you not, 3 first edition not dark, but first edition Porygons. Now, when I pulled these out of the binder that I got from a couple other people, I did not think that these were real, because why would anyone just have 3 of the same exact rare card? They're real, so I did get them verified, do not worry. I have a hollow Brock's Grit. It's pretty cool looking. I like the effect on it. The hollow effect. I have a Pinsir. I believe this is from the base set. It's not a first edition, but it's still worth about $16, so not bad. I like how all these top loaders sound. That's what the thick casing on these cards are called. The ones without that thicker casing are called sleeves. I have plenty of those. Sleeves are often cheaper than top loaders. But I can get 100 top loaders for $15. I just don't feel like buying them right now, I'll be honest. Next up we have a first edition Dark War Turtle. It's a pretty cool card. You would think it'd be worth more, but I think it's still like $3. Nothing crazy. We have a trainer card. It is a Pokemon breeder. It is a Pokemon breeder card. It's about $12. Nothing insane. You have a first edition Dark Electrode. This might just be $1, a couple cents. You know what I mean? Some change. Just because it's first edition doesn't actually mean it's worth anything. That's something I've learned. However, this is a Dark Charmeleon. And this Dark Charmeleon is worth around $22. Dark Charmeleon. Next up we have a Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's pretty cool. He's pretty weird looking, but he's cool. This specific Mr. Mime is from 1995. I almost pulled the Holy Grail with this card. I thought this card was worth so much more than it actually is. And it is worth a decent amount, but it's not as much as I thought. This is a $40 Pokemon card. It is a Dark Gyarados. Now, it's a really cool card, don't get me wrong. That is worth a decent amount. However, if I had a first edition Dark Gyarados, it would be worth over $200 by itself, not graded. Which means if this just had the first edition logo right here, it would be worth so much more. I think it's a cool card regardless. I also have an Ash's Pikachu. Funny story, I got Ash's Pikachu at a flea market years ago. And I paid $15 for it, which was a total ripoff at the time. But now the card is worth about $19 to $20. So, not terrible. I could still probably find it for about $15 though. So, this is our second Dark Golbat card. However, as you might be able to see with this poor quality, there is a first edition symbol right here. Making this not a $3 card, not a $4 card, but a $40-something card. I believe it's more than the Dark Gyarados. several other cards in my Pokemon binder that was given to me by my brother. And it was given to my brother by a friend who likely played with the cards. Hence, some of the small damage and little dents done to them over time. This is a shiny Kyogre. It's a really cool card. It is holographic. It's got these little sparkles on the edge. And you can look up Kyogre SL6 and you will find it. I use price chart for the prices. You can also use TCG Player and it'll give you a couple listings and stuff like that. But price chart shows the market value, and the market value of this card is approximately $127. Just for it like this, how it is in my hand right now. $127. If I got it graded and it was a PSA 10, it would be so much more. However, as I said, it's been played with likely, so I don't think it would be a PSA 10. Maybe a PSA 6. Maybe a PSA 7, but I don't know. I would like to get some of my cards graded. And let's look at some of the newer cards that have yet to be put in any sort of top loaders or anything of the sort. So, where is it? Today I went and I picked up a Lucario EX from Prismatic Evolutions. Just look at that card and tell me that's not beautiful. The reason this isn't in a top loader is simply because I need more top loaders. I believe every card above maybe $2 and some change should be sleeved. Should be sleeved at the very least. If not, kept in a top loader. So it's a cool card. I used to have one of these when I was little. Lucario EX, not this exact one, but I had one similar. And it went through the washing machine along with all my other EXs that I cherished. And it got reduced to nothing, essentially. I also have a Gyarados EX. GX, sorry. It's a really cool card. I love the artwork on that. And it's worth I think it's almost $4. I paid in total between the two of these cards. I paid $5, and to be fair, it's worth more than that for both of them. Not terribly much more, but I think they're just cool in general. So even if they weren't worth much, I think it was worth the buy. So yeah, these card names I can show you. I opened some last night and this morning, and just this evening. I could not, for the life of me, tell you what the names are, because these cards are in Korean. I did price check these, so I can tell you the price point, and to do that, I did have to look up the name, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. I likely should have just written it down, but I believe, I don't want to say it wrong, this is a Servine Reverse Hollow. I don't know if you can see the Pokeball effect on there, but it is quite cool. It looks like little Pokeballs all across the card because it's a reverse hollow, and it is in Korean. The game store near me doesn't have any English card packs. It's weird. I don't know how they get so many Korean ones. They're probably cheaper to buy in bulk or something like that, so that's probably what they do. And then we also have in the same pack I opened this, the reverse hollow. I got this EX of the same Pokemon, just the evolution, and it has a 320 HP. That's a big number. Today at the game store, because I went back, I saw that they had a card that had 350 HP. It was pretty crazy. Here's another hollow that I pulled. This one from last night. I like the newer hollows. The effects on them are really cool. Look at those lines. I don't know who that guy is. But he's quite cool looking. I have this card here, another holo. However, that one is not worth nearly as much as this reverse holo. I pulled this today, and I would have this in a top loader if I had top loaders to put it in. But this is worth a whopping $4.40 according to price chart. $4.40. Now, that doesn't seem like much, but it's a card that came out this year, and most Pokemon cards depreciate in the first couple months of their release, but then, for the next couple years, appreciate a lot in value, especially depending on the pack and the card, and how sought after the card and the pack is. So, I've been opening, I think I've opened literally 3 of the Korean Black Bolt boosters. They're pretty cool, really fun, but now this card that I was showing is a reverse holo. I have one other reverse holo. It isn't worth much, but it certainly is cool. So I just thought I'd share these cards with you. I'm a fan of them, and I'll end it with this holographic Mew. Thank you guys for watching. I will try to post more frequently. Weekly is the goal. Let me know if you'd like to see something in specific. If you guys would like me to buy some snacks, I've been looking into that. If you guys want me to open some Pokemon cards on camera, I've been looking into that as well. If I go to TCG Player, I can buy a bunch of packs just straight from there. And that's what I've been eyeing up. So let me know what you guys would like to see on the channel, and I'll do what I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Personally, how I know if I've seen a video before is I like it. It's almost like a checklist. You know what I mean? I've seen this video already, I don't have to watch it again. So this way you don't have to watch it again if you don't want to. So go ahead, drop a like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for, I believe we're at 16 subscribers right now. I love the progress. I love the likes I got and all those positive comments and those negative ones. We don't need that here. I have enough negativity. There's enough negativity in the world. We don't need any of that. Let's be positive for each other, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest of your day, rest of your night. Love you all.